All right, we are live. Making sure everybody's mic is okay. Hold on. All right. Uh-oh. I hear echoes again.
Who do you hear echo from?
I hear echo from me. Is it really
Mm.
loud?
I
No.
can hear you just fine.
All right, cool. Well, don't start. All right, hey, it was me. I'm muted. Oh wow. All right, hey, welcome. Sorry, first of all, sorry for being late, guys. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Toxic Tuesday. I got some wonderful guests with me here today. Um, but before we do anything today, I just want to say, first of all, we're gonna give a shout out to my boy Telly, who is still down. Um, we miss you, homie. We can't wait for you to come back. And yeah, so let's get things kicked off. I got three new guests today. I got my nephew, I got my boy Bake, and I got Miss Mystique up here. I'm gonna let y'all have a chance to introduce yourself. Miss Mystique, as we do, ladies always first. So introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, and that's pretty much. Can
All
y'all
right,
hear?
can we hear you? Hold on, can y'all hear her?
Yeah.
Justin, you can hear her?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Mr. Bacon, introduce yourself, please. Bake, can you hear me?
Oh man, I'm having troubles all over again, man. I'm so sorry to
All
hear
right.
that. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Okay, I don't know because the video is really choppy, but anyways, yeah, that's it, Mr. Bacon. That's it. That'll be good enough, I think, for my introduction.
Wow. Well, do us a favor and shout out your business so people know who to come to when they got certain things that need to be fixed. Because we are business happy people, and we want to give everybody a chance to shout their businesses out for us.
Okay, okay. Wish I had a business card to show you. Bacon Appliance Repair 941-879-1793.
My boy put the whole
That's
phone
good.
number out. Man, Mr. Lattimore, introduce yourself to the people.
Yo, just a lot of more. I'm gonna call myself a little bit. I ain't even toxic as Mike. I'm gonna say that. I'm not as toxic as Mike. I'm like toxic junior. Toxic junior. You feel
Really, really, you
me?
you're not as toxic as me. That's the story we're gonna roll with. Whatever. And Miss Rhea, and as a guest, she keeps coming back because she's a little bit toxic. Miss Rhea, introduce yourself. You know what the deal is. Introduce yourself to the people.
Whatever. My name is Ria, and I own a nail salon in Naples. So if you guys are ever in Naples, come on down. You can check us out, studio13nailteak.com.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Ivy, welcome back. Hey, I got these returning guests. These ladies obviously like coming on because they're a little bit toxic. Miss Ivy, introduce yourself. Shout out your business for us so we can get this thing started tonight.
Hello. I'm Ivy. I'm the owner of Ivy's Flowers Photography in Bradenton. I do creative photography, boudoir, maternity, family, anything you want to get creative, let's work.
And she do shoot OnlyFans content too. So if anybody was
I
wondering.
do. I do.
All right. So today on Toxic Tuesdays, we got a couple good subjects tonight to talk about. And the first one we are going to dwell into today is work. We all have to go to it. We all have to deal with it. And I want to hear about y'all experiences. We want to talk about some of the shitty coworkers that we either have or have had. And you know, I want to give my nephew a shot today to go first. So Justin, I want to hear what you got to say. Talk about some of your shitty coworkers. You know, that one coworker that thinks they're a fucking supervisor.
So I'm a custodian, right? I'm a custodian, Sarasota Middle School, one of the middle schools in Sarasota. Being a custodian, working around the kids is cool. Now, dealing with let's call them people. I'm gonna call them people. I'm gonna be nice today. We're gonna call them people, right? I work with old people. My coworkers are old. All of them are old. Now, it's this one dude named Mr. Paul. He black dude. He cool. He a cool dude. Mr. Paul, cool. He 85 years old. 85 years old, still doing custodian work, right? That's the only person I don't have a problem with. It's this lady named Karen. Yes, we have a Karen at my job. We have a damn Karen. So she complained about everything I do. So I you know me, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. So I did it exactly how she did. Like we clean classroom, shit like that. So I wiped the table exactly how she wiped the table. Cleaned the windows how she cleaned the windows. This lady still went and filed a complaint about me, right? Now my problem is when you get 3 complaints at a middle school, that they gonna write your ass up. They gonna write you a referral or something. So I got my 3rd complaint. All 3 of my complaints came from her. So I was like, all right, cool. It's war. You don't start a war at a middle school. So I said I'm gonna find something, to get her fired, get her written up too. That way we even.
All right, hold up. Did you just claim that you wasn't as petty as me, but you said you got
going
war.
tit for tat.
You
Just
got
like
war
Jody.
with somebody who got you wrote up. That sounds like some toxic shit to me. Okay.
Sounds
But
like some
continue.
Jody shit to me.
I said I'm toxic junior. I'm not as bad as Mike. Nah, I ain't as bad as Mike, but I am toxic.
Continue. You got rolled up. So what'd you do to get her rolled up, bro? Because I'm intrigued.
So I couldn't find nothing. You feel me? That she was doing wrong. To like depend on her. So I was like, all right, I gotta get personal. So she got this old Chevy, 2002 Chevy. So I was like, I got it. It's a bunch of animals out there where I work at. A bunch of animals. You got raccoons, you got snakes out there, you got motherfucking coyotes that I be scared of shit of them shit. Right? So I say, fuck it. We'll put a possum in your damn car. Because you got me fucked up.
Wait, you gonna put what?
A possum. A fucking possum.
You put a possum?
I said, that's what my intention was. I told her that I was gonna put a possum in her car. She thought it was a game. She thought I was joking. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna touch no damn possum. I'm scared of this shit. Right?
That was my question, sir. My question is, how you gonna catch this possum? I would like to know.
All right. So at that middle school, right? They be all hanging around the damn. It's like a trash can or a dumpster. It's a dumpster where the raccoons and the possums they just be in that shit. Like that shit creepy as a motherfucker. So me personally, I'm not gonna touch a possum. I'm scared of them shits, honestly. So I said I'm gonna find somebody that loves touching them shit. It's a teacher there that he feed them shits. He feed the animals there, right? So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go talk to that teacher to tell him it's my car. Now she always left her car door open. She old, so I figured that's the thing. So I went and talked to the teacher. He set up a trap and he caught a possum, and then he put the cage inside in the back seat. So when she went to her car, the lady damn near had a heart attack, right? Now me, it was like 2 sides of me. One side felt so bad because she's old, so I did feel bad a little bit because like she looked like she was about to have a heart attack. Now the other me was like, haha, bitch, we even type shit. But then I got fired. I got fired because she told the manager what I did. My problem with getting fired is that I threatened my manager. I told my manager I was gonna do the same shit to her. I ain't get a chance to because we got a little court case going on. So that's besides the point. But right now, I'm gonna leave that subject. I'm gonna let one of y'all.
Wow.
So like, you real deal put the possum in her car?
No, I didn't do shit. I didn't do a damn thing.
You orchestrated it.
Okay, yes, I did
Orchestrated the crime.
I personally didn't touch them.
Niggas be like, I didn't touch you, but I had somebody else do it. That's
Niggas go to jail for life.
this nigga, bro. Miss Ivy, hey, let's hear about that one coworker that you just can't stand. We all got one. Hear about that one coworker you just can't. It don't have to be at the job you got now. It could be at a previous job. We'll take that. Give us that one coworker that had you fucked.
I'll say a previous job. I worked for a private medical company, and it was one of the owners. Complete douche, okay? And so much of a douche that he's teaching his kids to be like generational douches. So one of his kids came in one day with him. Mind you, his kid's like, he was like 6 or 7, and his kid was like running around going like, I'm the dick police, I'm the dick police. And I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck? Your fucking kid's over here screaming, I'm the dick police. So I told my supervisor, and I was like, hey, you should teach that little boy who Krampus is. Which, if you don't know who Krampus is great. I use it to scare kids all year long. And so this little boy decided that he was going to Google Krampus on his own. Well, if you Google Krampus, it comes up like a goat-looking demon. And it terrified him, which was the fucking point. But then he went and told his dad, which was the owner, and these motherfuckers wanted me to apologize to the kid because he overheard our conversation. I was like, I'm not apologizing to the kid when he should have been minding his business. So I was threatened to get fired if I didn't apologize. So I had to swallow my pride and apologize to keep my job.
So,
Yeah.
so because you told them who Krampus was, you almost got fired.
I didn't even talk to the kid directly. I was talking to someone, another adult, and he overheard the conversation and decided to Google it himself.
So, let me get this straight.
Right?
My nephew has a possum orchestrated in somebody's car. You tell a kid about an anti-satanic demon, and he looks it up on Google. Like, Miss Rhea, what about you?
So I have trouble with authority. Always have. So pretty much every job I've ever had, I've gotten fired from or felt like I was about to get fired, so then quit before that happened. But I would have to say, worst coworker. I've had so many shitty coworkers. The one that comes to mind is this stuck-up bitch when I was waitressing at the Melting Pot back in Detroit. And she just had to be in everybody's business. You know, she just knew everything. She was the top server and this and that. And she just like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I didn't like her. She had that brown nose and attitude, was all up in the manager's ass crack. Like, I can't stand people like that. So one night after work, because the Melting Pot is only open for dinner from like 5 to 10. So after 10, that's when you do all your side work, and you got to clean up and roll silverware and all that stupid shit. So you leave out maybe like close to midnight after you do all the side work and stuff. So I left, pulled my car to the restaurant next door, and then walked back over and waited for her to come out, and I beat her ass. But I still kept my job. I still kept my job.
So in our weekly conversations with each other, and we say shit like, "I'm not toxic." You beat up a coworker. This nigga
This was
somebody's car.
this was 24. I was like 24, 25. So young and dumb. Like
Young and dumb.
I got that pass.
No, we not doing that tonight. We not doing that tonight. No.
Yes, yes.
You know, do that young and dumb shit.
I fucking hate y'all.
It happens.
Miss Mystique, what's up? What's up with your shitty coworkers? I know you got one.
You already know, Jody. I didn't call him. I used to work a surgical vet tech, so I work with animals. So I don't have to deal with humans too much, which is a great thing. But for the most part, I still have to cross a few clients because we have owners. Obviously, every pet has. But as far as coworker goes, a few years back, I worked at a clinic. We won't state the name on the clinic. And I had the doctor was a whole family. So the husband, wife, and daughter, they all owned the clinic, basically. And the head daughter was the head tech, so she thought she was the shit. So we had a few things where, she would talk to me crazy. I'm not from out here, so I warned her a couple times. And then I would say probably about the fourth time she cursed at me. And I ended up open hand slapping the bitch in treatment and lost my job right then and there. I had to get
What is wrong with y'all?
But you live, you can't keep getting fired,
What was it just like a quick bop, or did you bring that bitch back?
And then
like with the baby powder?
It came back. It came full fledged back. It came from
so she watched you hit. Okay.
Did you put your body weight into it? Was it just all shoulder?
You put one foot in front of the other?
I don't know. It was embarrassing. That's what it was.
Do you feel? So let me ask y'all a question.
But did it feel great when you were doing it?
I wouldn't have slapped her. It wasn't worth my job. That's for sure. I got a child to feed. So
see, every time I got into it with somebody, it was definitely fucking worth it. I didn't care. Fuck that job. I'll get another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so recap. What was it worth it? What all y'all did between putting animals in people's cars, scarring people's children, and physically assaulting other coworkers? What was it worth it?
Yes.
At the time, yes. At the time, yes.
I would do it again.
I ain't gonna say that.
I don't think about that one. I got a good job, so we're not gonna lose this one.
Listen, y'all, I'm a praise for y'all. Mr. Bacon, what about you? What about a coworker that you had at a certain establishment that you couldn't stand?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay, cool. I mean, unfortunately not, man. I don't have any of those experiences. I'm so sorry, man. I'm usually pretty chill. I can't say that a job was ever worth me putting my hands on nobody. Nobody put their hands on me. So I'm sorry to fail you for Toxic Tuesday, but yeah, I never experienced anything like that. I would say, yeah, the closest that I have was years and years ago, back when I was a dishwasher at Freedom Village. And like I said, this was years ago. Y'all can still hear me okay? Am I echoing?
A little bit.
Okay, should I stop talking or what?
I tell you what, do me a favor and put it in the comments so I can read it, because I really want to hear what happened.
Jody,
Do what now?
baby, you actually.
What? No. All right, am I echoing?
Everybody has a slight echo.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello.
So should I keep talking or should I exit out and try to get back in here?
Exit out for a second. Make sure.
Okay.
All right, am I still echoing?
Jody, you sound like shit.
I sound like what?
Shit.
Oh, okay. People better.
Talk now.
1 2 1 2.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay, so I think that's just Bacon's mic that's messing everything up. So, well, he had an issue at Freedom Village. So, I can't say I've had an issue. I'm gonna quit long. Yeah, I got one at the job I got now. I talked about it a little bit last week. A dude at my job feels like, you know, it's okay to have relations with a woman. And I called him, and he got all in his feelings. And I told him, nigga, you can see me after work if you want. That's what you want to do. We can go back in the back room, how you want to handle it. I don't really care. I don't think what you said was appropriate. And yeah, I don't really get down like that. So that is with that one coworker. And it's on a weekly basis, I cuss and yell at least one store manager because I work for corporate. I don't work for the stores. You can't tell me what to do. I'm not your employee. Like, and it just never bodes well. Like, I'm not your employee. Don't tell me what to do. It just never goes anywhere. And yeah, so that's for me. I usually get into it with my coworkers on a weekly basis. All right, well, what about this? What's the worst boss you've ever had? Because you know how they say you don't quit jobs, you quit bosses. So what is the worst boss that you've ever had? Like the worst one is like all your bosses. This one was the one who. This is a boss who could have got a possum put in their car, or you know, their kid made their kid watch Krampus, or got their hands put on them, or open palm slap. You know, on. Justin, I'm gonna let you go first. Who is your worst boss? I gotta hit it.
Boss would be Miss Cheryl. That's back when I was working at Ollie's Bargain Outlet, the one greatest right there, right behind McDonald's. But she complains about everything. It don't matter if you did it right. She complains about everything.
You know, you seem to have an issue with complaining about everything you do.
She black though. I figured she's somewhat be on our side. She black though. That's what. And when I quit Ollie's,
she's not supposed to complain about nothing.
I mean, you can complain, but when you complain that people parking in the wrong parking spaces, I don't know what you want me to do about that. I don't like. It ain't got nothing to do with me. My job is inside the store. So when I quit Ollie's, I made it hard for her. I made it real hard. I took $10 out her wallet, and then I took $10 out the safe, because at Ollie's you had the manager and then the person who would help the manager count the money at the end of the night.
I'm not leaving around your ass.
This nigga said I took 10.
Like I took 10 out her wallet, and then I took 10 because it was me and it was the Mexican boy in there. His name was Joshua, and she didn't really like Joshua. Well, she didn't like nobody, but she really didn't like Joshua, so she didn't want him in no cup. So it was I had put in my 2 weeks. You know, it was my last 2 weeks, my last day. So I decided, all right, cool. I'm gonna knock some shit down on the stove. I'm gonna take $10 out your wallet, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take $10 out the safe before you put that money back. Before you put the money in that safe, I'm gonna go ahead and take $10. So she realized the money in her wallet was missing. She realized she was missing $10 out her wallet. Now, me being me, I blame Joshua. That was my goal. I blame Joshua because that was what it was. Josh, him and her, they argue. They going back and forth. You took $10 out my wallet. I know you did. You're stealing. And you know, he tried to defend himself. No, it wasn't me. I didn't take nothing. I didn't take nothing. And then I'm just looking at him go back and forth. And then
you had to say it with British accent though. You had to say it with British accent though. Seriously not.
And then when I took $10 out the account before she put it in the safe, she had counted, so she counted wrong. Cause I took $10. Then she was like, just, am I miscounting? I was like, I think you is. I think so. Now, Miss Cheryl, she's not the brightest person. She's not the smartest person. When she count once, that's usually what it is. Like, she not like a smart manager. Like, when she count one time and then she put the money in safe, that's usually it. So when she counted, she ended up counting again. Now that's what scared me because she never counted twice. So when she counted the second time, I started to get a little bit worried. And then she was like, Justin, am I miscounting? I said, no, I think one of their drawers was short. She was like, oh, who drawer do you think it is? I said, it might be Joshua's. I ain't gonna lie. But then she was like, you know what? That's what makes sense. And that's when she went out there. That's when she went out there and started arguing with her. She was like, you know what? It's $10 missing from my wallet as well. You steal it. And then that's when they started arguing. So while they arguing, I said, well, damn, maybe I can get a little bit more money. Maybe. But then I looked up, I seen the camera. I said, oh shit. Oh damn. Go ahead and put this back because ain't no point in me keeping it if I'm already seen. So I put the $10 back. Well, the next day, mind you, that was my last day. I put in my 2 weeks. The next day, I'm at home, and the police show up at the house. So I'm scared as fuck. I say, wait, oh shit. The officer asked me, he said, can you come with us? I said, do I have to? It's like, is that like are you giving me a choice to come with you? Because if you give me a choice, I'm not going to come with you. And then he was like, it's not optional. And then I went with them, went down to the police station. Miss Cheryl was at the police station. Long story short, she said she wasn't going to press charges. I ain't never been so damn happy. I did have to apologize, and then I did have to give $10, and then I did have to do
What else?
what was that? 4 days, 4 or 5 days. I had to do 4 or 5 days at Port Menifee, which was fine. You know that I'm not gonna complain about that. And then they said I can't work. I can never work at Ollie's ever again. like it's my dream to go back to fucking Ollie's.
I got a question. Why is it every single time you leave a job, it's some over the top shit? Why can't you just ever put the fucking food Why you gotta have the fucking
your sister raised me to not take nobody's shit. So my mind goes like to these extra levels.
Toxicity runs in the family.
First of all, I'm not even sure that's my sister. I ain't seen one birth certificate yet. That's what the hell my mama keeps telling me, okay? Not positive about that at all. That oh God.
We gonna get to that.
Ooh, you gotta do better when you leave a job. Seriously. You got to do better.
Oh yeah, that remind me. Any of y'all jobs hiring me, you know?
No, at this point, if they see this shit, no, they ain't gonna hire this nigga. Hell no. We hire this nigga. He leave, he gonna fuck shit up.
Any of y'all jobs hiring me, y'all put me on.
Hey, you know how to do nails?
Nah, to be honest with you, I don't even want to go down that route. Nah.
Well, I know Harmony taught you how to do nails.
No, but she ain't teach me how to do nails. I know how to not mess up her nails.
Hey, Rio, you hear that? He know how to not fuck up a nail. Might have a potential right here.
Not if he's stealing $10 out of people's purses and shit.
Bro.
Hell to the no.
Right. All right. Miss Ivy, what about you? Let me get a kitty ball. Go on, Adam.
The worst boss
Worst boss.
would have to be the same guy. He was the worst boss I ever had. He was terrible. Like, on more than one occasion. Every day. He was just terrible. And I have, like Ria said, I have a problem with authority where I don't mind it, but don't be disrespectful. Like, we're still people at the end of the day. Like, when you go home, you're a person. I'm a person. Like, we can still talk to each other like people.
Okay.
So once you get to that disrespectful, like, dictatorship, I have a really hard time with it. So it got to a point where he would walk in the job and I would see him walk past the window because I was in another department, and I would count. I'd be like, watch, 10 seconds, my phone's going to ring. And for like a straight month, every single day he walked in, after 10 seconds, come to my office, come to my office. It's the stupidest shit. I couldn't do it. I did 5 years and that was enough.
So did you steal $10 from his drawer and put it in somebody else's wallet?
No, I just went and worked for his competitor.
You went to work for the competitor? Did you give him the secrets?
No.
Wow, you got, again, I don't ever.
I would have been. I'd have been dropping nickels, dimes, quarters. This how he run it. This what he be doing.
I'm also not going to self-incriminate, Jody.
Well, some people on this podcast, quit a job and then, take customers from their old employees. We're not going to talk about that. Mr. Bacon, you can care to elaborate on that, how you quit a job and then some customers took the food out of kids' mouths because they can't have this clientele that they have now. You want to elaborate on that?
No, I don't want to elaborate on anything unless you want to elaborate on a few things yourself, sir.
I don't. Okay, fuck it. That works, boss.
Okay. But no, I don't take food out of kids' mouths. Like you used to and probably still do.
Yeah, don't
do that. Don't do that. Okay, well then no need to do that then.
I made 2 big things and all of a sudden I'm taking food out of kids' mouths. Whatever. That works, boss. What happened to me? God, my worst. I don't want my job this year. It's got to be the one I got now. It's got to be the one I got now. Like, bruh. Like, I don't understand how you oversee an entire maintenance department with almost 20 employees, and it's like you don't know shit yourselves. Like, how in the fuck do you call me and ask questions about stuff that you oversee? Like, I don't comprehend it. And then it's like we're supposed to make our own schedules, but then nigga, you give us a schedule, right? Like you call me, right? You have GPS on the vans. You tell us all the time, like we have GPS on the vans. We know where you guys are all the time. I said, cool. So why the fuck is you calling me, asking me where I'm at? Like you dead ass called me one day and was like, hey, can you stop by Inglewood today? And I'm like, bro, I'm in Naples. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm almost an hour and 30 minutes away. Like, how you call? I thought you had GPS on the van. Like, if the GPS was working, then you would have seen where the hell I was at and seen I was nowhere near where we were. But then you promised this person that I was going to come here and do this job. And now you're calling me at 1 o'clock and you want me to get on top of a roof and go look at the AC. But it's 1 o'clock and I'm in Naples. It's going to be 2:30 before I get there. And you mean to tell me I got to hop my ass on a roof at 2:30? And I'm like, that don't make any sense, bro. But you know what? You're my boss's boss. I can listen to you. I can't say no. So I get there and it be some old shit. Like I get there and there's fucking oil from a compressor all over the place. I'm like, hey, the compressor's shot. They need a new one. And he that ass is on the phone and was like, well, can you do anything for him today? What? No. There's nothing I can do today, bro. It's shot. It's dead. It's done. And this is on a weekly basis with him. He will call me and ask me some of the dumbest shit ever. And I'm just like, why? Why do you call me? And every single week, it's something else. Like every single week, like he calls me and sends me places. Like, bruh, if I ever said I was going to do something after work and I don't do it, it's most likely his fault. I was on my way to do it. And then like, he just pulls me away. Or like, bruh, I work in Fort Myers. I live in Bradenton. Make that make sense to me. Like, why am I driving almost 2 hours a day? And they'll call me like right now, right? They want me to go to a store in Fort Myers, right? And they want me to be there by 10 o'clock. But you want me to come to the corporate office at 8:30. So how the fuck I'm gonna be there at 10 o'clock and you want me to come by at 8:30? Like I don't think this dude really thinks when he says shit. He just says shit off the top of his head. And yeah.
Have you
I
talked to him about it?
What am I gonna say? You got some dumb ass ideas?
Let him know you don't really own a jet. You know what I mean? Not for the company. You know what I mean? Let him know you're not in a jet, or traffic does exist. I can't be in Miami at 9 o'clock and then Pensacola at 11 o'clock and then back in Tampa at 2 o'clock.
Well, obviously, I would think that a grown ass man in his 60s would understand that, hey, we're driving 2 hours. When my route is 126 miles, I'm probably going to run into some traffic. But, you know, like,
I know sometimes people got to be reminded, you know what I mean? So, just saying.
I tell you what, you probably want to call him if you want.
Yeah, give me his number. I'll disguise my voice and I'll get to investigating, man.
I tell you what. Ms. Reed, what's up with you in the show?
Who you talking to?
I'm talking to Ms. Reed right now. I want to hear about her serious. Hey, Bacon, I need you to mute your. I'm hearing a real loud echo. Mute your mic that quick.
Say that again.
I say mute your mic. Yeah, I hear a really loud echo.
Much better. Did you say me?
Yeah, you a shitty boss.
I've had a lot of those. I don't know. I've had a lot of them. Like I've gotten into it with every single one of my bosses. Every single one.
Why is that?
The boss that I have now is great. I have an issue with people telling me what the fuck to do. Like I know what's in my. What?
Did you just say the boss you have now?
Yeah, she's fucking amazing. Dope as shit, man.
That's very conceited. Just throwing that out there. But continue. The boss you have now. Ain't that some shit? But I understand the joke. She owns her own business, so she is the boss that she has now. But go ahead. What's your conceited self?
So, I would have to say the one that I really despise the most would be I won't say his name, but it was a dentist that I worked for in Bonita.
So you won't be like my nephew and name drop everybody's name and
no. Great dentist, like great dentist. His work is amazing, but he's just a fucking asshole. First of all, he's like 4'10", all right? So, you know, he's got the little man complex. Then on top of that, he's a dentist. So all dentists have like the God complex where they think they're fucking holier than thou and their shit don't stink. But I worked for him for like 2 years and he was just so difficult to work for that in my first year, when I first got hired, he fired the other girl. So then it was just me. So it was like thrown to the wolves, right? Now in dentistry, you should have one assistant for every room that you have patients in. So if you have 3 rooms with 3 patients, you should have 3 dental assistants. He had 4 rooms and 1 assistant, me. So we literally went from room to room to room to room back like all day. I worked 12-hour shifts. Like it was crazy. But in my first year, I trained 13 girls. 13 girls he hired and fired in the first year. Like his turnover rate was just ridiculous. Like he was just an asshole to work for. But after working for him for like 2 years, I was like, yo, what's up with a raise? Like, you're not the easiest person to fucking work for. Nigga, I think I deserve more money. And he was like, yeah, you're right. You know, you do awesome and this and that. And he wanted to offer me $1. $1 raise? $1? Like, you're gonna have to come better than that, bro. So I respectfully declined his dollar raise. So he fired me, and then he hired like 2 temp girls from like some temp service or something to like take over, whatever. So I knew all his passwords. I basically took the office digital. I knew all his passwords. So I just, being fucking petty, I went in to all his shit and I just changed like all his passwords so he couldn't log into anything.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did that.
What's wrong with y'all?
I mean,
I ain't
that's
never
that
changed
young and
nobody's
dumb
password.
era. That's that young and dumb.
What in the fuck is like when y'all wake up in the morning? Do y'all look back at this shit and be like, "I'm proud"?
No, I
I
don't
was
live in
pretty.
the past.
I was pretty proud of myself. Yeah, I was pretty proud of myself. I'm telling you, man. I was a heathen. When I say I was a heathen, I was a fucking heathen. Like I gave no shits, no fucks, no nothing. Like if I felt like you betrayed me, or if I was hurt, man, I'm fucking coming at you.
That's why. Well, I'm so glad you guys are all.
I mean, I'm not like that now. I'm older. I've learned. I've matured. But man, I'm in my 20s.
I got nothing. So we're gonna switch topics here. We're gonna switch topics to, oh boy, Justin. This is your favorite. This is why he even agreed to come on today. We're gonna talk about family. We've all got them. We all love them. They can't get on our. They get on our fucking nerves. I don't know if the name gives it away, but I've only really got one family member that I truly don't like.
My God, don't do it. Don't do it. Just no names, man. Just please. Just don't even do that. Just saying. I'm gonna mute my mic again, but just stop.
We all got that one family member, or 2 or 3, whatever. We all got that get on our fucking nerves. So we want to hear those family members that get on your nerves. The one you want to put hands on, somebody you have put hands on. And I'm gonna talk on this one first. Miss Ivy, do you have any family members that you put hands on, you want to put hands on? You know, somebody you want to choke the fuck out, you know?
I don't have like a huge family, so the only one like I've ever gone back and forth with it all my life is my little sister. Like we would like WWE fight. And I love her so much. Sis, if you're watching, I love you. Don't get it twisted. But she can till this day get these hands, no matter what. I am the big sister, and I have taught her that. But I love you, sis. I do. Yeah.
Okay, so just your little sister, and she had to
Yeah.
You got back on track.
We're good. Like we love each other. But it's just that like you're the baby, so I'm the middle child. It was always she was spoiled as fuck. And like I had to take her everywhere with me. Everywhere.
Babies usually are. The youngest ones are always spoiled.
Like that shit was so annoying.
Spoiled as shit, man.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, first of all, me and
So
Jessica,
the youngest kids always get it so fucking easy,
Oh
bro.
my God.
Always. Firstborn, man, we got it so tough. So tough.
Middle child. You guys can't compete.
The middle child just gets forgot about.
My point.
you hearing this slander? First of all, okay, you know what? You know what the problem is? Our parents got it right on the last try, so they just stopped trying. It ain't our fault that y'all the first fuck up, so the second one, it don't matter.
No, nigga.
No.
No, you are all like the sloppy leftover. That's it. It's just the sloppy leftovers.
You sound like a whole hater. We're the best. Right. They kept trying till they got it. Don't be.
Look. Perfection only takes one try.
But
Firstborn.
Trying.
Firstborn. That's it. Firstborn. That's where it's at.
Man, what? Whatever. Firstborn bullshit. Firstborn is y'all the practice run. You know, the ones that get the most abuse.
Y'all,
They simmer down.
that's a lot. But firstborns, y'all, it's like it's not enough for them.
Middle child.
Middle child, not enough.
We had it the worst.
First of all, don't nobody give a shit about first children. Anyway, Justin, do you have any family members that you want to put hands on, have put hands on, that you just flat out can't stand? Justin, talk to us.
Okay. Yo, niece Kimaya.
I'm intrigued. Why do you want to put hands on Kimaya, Justin?
Kimaya. I recently went to jail for Kimaya. I recently went to jail, Sarasota County, for Kimaya. I ain't gonna say for Kimaya. I went to jail because of Kimaya. I'm gonna say that. She called my phone. Oh, this dude put his hands on me. These females jumping me. Okay, I left the house. I had no intentions on doing anything fucked up. I just wanted to go get her and bring her back here so she's not where she's at. Right. I get over there and the police officer is telling me, because it was already police there when I got there, the police officer is telling me, can you calm her down? Because she was still trying to get hyped. Can you calm her down? So I try to walk her to the car. I'm not touching her. I'm just trying to guide her to the car. She said, get the fuck out my face. Now, the old me, I was supposed to choke her right then and there. That was supposed to happen. But I didn't do that. I was like, you know what? Just ignore that. She didn't mean it. She's just mad right now. So I'm still trying to guide her to the car. She said, Justin, get the fuck out my face. So at that point, I said, I don't give a fuck that you're mad. That doesn't faze me. So I'm still trying to guide her to the car. That's when she pushed me. When she pushed me, that's when Justin had attitude. And I grabbed her. And I called a domestic charge because they said I grabbed her too aggressively. Police then proceeded to put me in handcuffs because I grabbed her. In my head, I'm gonna hit them too. That's my go-to, to hit somebody that I don't like, right? It's 5 of them. 5 of the police. It's 5 police on me. They had my hand. They had this hand right here, my left hand behind my back in handcuffs. They was holding my right wrist. When they let my right wrist go to put it in handcuffs, I turned around and I swung on one of the officers. I called a battery on a Leo charge. I was in there. I wasn't eating their food. That was obvious. I'm not gonna eat their food. But their food. When I got out, I asked to see where Kimaya was. I asked to see, like, is she good? If she got out. But then it hit me. It occurred to me she didn't check to see if I had got out. So I found out that she went back to the same person's house that started this whole bullshit in the first place. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna relax. I'm not gonna overreact. Because when I got out, I was out on supervised release. So I found out that she got into it with my mother, her mother, my grandmother, my uncle. I was trying to figure out, like, why the hell did you get into it with the family? Like, what's going on? So I thought about it. I was like, don't go see her. If I go see her, I'm going back to jail, obviously. So I was like, I got a plan. I see her in public. I'm like, shut up. That's the best thing to do. Even though that's gonna get me put back in jail. In my head, that was the best thing to do. So I was like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I knew she was going to Walmart. For some reason, God just told me that she was going to Walmart this day.
So let's not bring God into this, sir. Please don't do that.
Send her to Walmart. That's what you're telling me.
So magically, I just knew that she was going to Walmart one day. I seen her in Walmart. Her girlfriend, and her girlfriend's sister. I seen them in Walmart. So I said, damn, this is a good opportunity to do some dumbass shit. So I'm walking around with a shopping cart, and I seen her, but she didn't see me. Her girlfriend didn't see me, but the sister seen me. So her sister she tapped on her sister. She tapped on her sister, and then she said she pointed, and then they looked at me. That ruined my chance right there because it was gonna be I was gonna push the buggy at one of them. So I had to walk to the next aisle, on some calm and collected type shit. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go down the milk aisle, over there with the freezer section. So I walked over that way. I looked, I seen them again, but they didn't see me this time. I said, okay, cool. So I started walking the buggy towards them, and then I just pushed it. Now, a dude got in the way, and the buggy hit the dude. He just walked. I don't know where he walked from. He just walked out, and the buggy hit him. So I just had to quickly get out of Walmart because he ruined the whole plan. So I said, all right, I got another plan. I just happened to know that she was at the gas station one day.
Niggas, God told you that too, right?
Yes, he did. He was like, yo, she at the gas
No,
station.
no, he didn't. He didn't. Nope. No, he didn't. He didn't do it. Stop that. He wasn't even on the line. No, stop that.
Mind y'all, this is my cousin. This I used to call her my twin. We used to be twins. Well, we used to look just alike when we was little, so I always call her my twin. This is one of my first cousins. So I seen her at a gas station. So I was like, okay, bet. She was pumping gas, but she, when you put the thing so it pumps by itself, she walked into the store. I was like, okay, bet. I went and I took gas to pump out and I put it back on the hook thing. And her thing didn't finish. She didn't finish pumping gas. So it stopped at 15. I stopped it at 15. It's at $15. I don't know how much she planned on putting in that tank, but that's not what went in there. So I went back to the gas station that was across the street. She came out. She started looking around. I was like, yeah, yeah, that was me. It was me. I felt proud of myself. But then, I wanted to, I didn't feel redeemed because being in jail, I was like, that's not enough. That's not even. We're not even because even though we both went to jail that night, we wasn't even. So I was like, you know what? I got to do some more shit. So I was waiting for God to call me again. Waiting for God to tell me what's going on in life, right? So
Don't do that. My boy Becky finna have a heart attack. God ain't tell you this, okay? God don't do stuff like that. So you tried to push the cart into it and fuck with her gas pump.
Did I? I felt so, bro. You don't understand how happy I felt doing that shit. I felt so happy.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I believe personally that I get along with everybody in my family. My name might suggest a little bit different, right? But I get along with everybody in my family. I like the fan favorite,
Who is everybody in the family, Mike? Because I'm confused on who everybody in the family is. Because I feel like that's certain people in the family. Because I know for a fact if you see one person in the family right now, you're gonna slap his ass. I know that for a fact.
Man, I'm going dead off in that nigga shit every fucking time. So, against better judgment and against certain family members that told me I should squash this and I should let this go, I just want to go on the air and the records and say from this day forward, Otis Isaiah Chestnut the second boy. So I need a page bag of
I knew you was gonna do that.
Fuck boy. Yeah, so I swear to God, if I ever see you, I need you, bro.
I knew you was gonna do it.
You
I knew
better
you was
hope
gonna do it.
you on my car because I might. That'll be the day that I with a fucking smile mugshot. Boy, fuck you with the utmost respect. And I mean, the only I mean, and the only reason that I didn't push him through the wall when he came to my house and said shit to me was because I got respect for your mama, my auntie, and I didn't do it then. I didn't do it then, but I promised myself, I say, look here, if I ever see you out just cause I'm on your shit. I'm on your shit. And every single holiday, I just hope one day, bro, that nigga just walk through the door, bro. I just really do, bro. Cause I'm going dead in his shit right before he get in the house. Every single
I've
time.
only seen him once since y'all got into it.
Really? You seen him once?
I've seen him once. He asked me, he said, hey, why me and you don't talk as much no more? I said, because if I have to choose between getting hit with you or not getting hit, I'm gonna choose not getting hit every time. And he was like, what that's supposed to mean? I said, well, I'm not saying people against you. I'm just saying your life might be in danger. That's all I'm saying.
Always is. I don't have enough time to get into the entire story. I know it, maybe, but maybe this is what I'm gonna do, right? This is what I'm gonna do for y'all. Honestly, if people really want to hear the entire story, I will make an entire separate live video with just myself, so you guys can hear the entire story, because it's just 10 shades of green and 10 shades of just lame. But I can give you some cliff notes. Like, the nigga set me up, right, with a chick that he was fucking her best friend. And he hooked me up with, what's up, Bacon?
No, I just wanted to, I was raising my hand because, you know what I mean, I got to make sure you okay with it since you run things around here, you know. But no, I was just going to say, as far as if you do tell a story or tell the story, I wouldn't fully recommend it, only because he's not here to defend himself. I mean, whether he was right or wrong or whatever the case may be, that guy isn't here to tell his side of the story or defend himself. But carry on, sir.
I tell you what, if you want to send him an invite, he's more than welcome to come by the house and we can talk about it before the show.
No, I mean, he comes by the house, things turn ugly, and I'm not putting my fingerprints on that train wreck. No, sir.
You ain't got to put your fingerprints on the train wreck. Just wipe my prints off the gun, man, and take it with you. Like, that's all. Like,
I don't know what a gun is, man. We on YouTube, man. What you talking crazy stuff right now, man?
So I don't have enough time to fully explain what he did. But I just understand it was 10 levels of lane. So I will give you the big synopsis of it, right? It's like, bro, at the point I was single, he was out living his best life. He said, hey, I got a chick for you. Now, mind you, this nigga approached me with the idea, like, hey, I got this chick I'm gonna hook you up with. I said, cool. He showed me the girl picture. I said, oh, she decent, right? So he proceeds, we exchange information. She sends me her Snapchat. I sent her my Snapchat. We exchange information. Now I'm like, well, how do you know this chick? He was like, oh, well, you know, I'm hooking up with her friend, her best friend. I'm like, bet, perfect. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping about that. Some time go by. He sees that me and the little breezy still cool. This nigga was like, oh, I didn't know y'all was still cool. I'm like, what do you mean you know we was still cool? Like, everything was kosher. So he goes behind my back and starts talking to the little breezy, like, hey, why you still messing with my cousin? Why you don't mess with me? Right? She say, nigga, because I like your cousin. He cool people. And plus, you fucking my best friend. So that's why I'm not rocking with you. So whole time, nobody decided to inform me that Lil Breezy had a man. And nobody told me that fuckboy Otis had started inviting her man to the gym with us. So I'm sitting here working out with your husband, right? Yes, I said husband. I'm working out with her husband. And this nigga sitting there telling us about, bro, he think his wife cheating on him. And we were like, bro, that hoe ain't shit, right? Because she leaving every night and not coming back home till the morning. Now my dumb ass ain't clicking up here to understand that, like, the little chick go to school, go to work, come to my crib, stay the night, she leave in the morning to go do her own thing. What's up, babe?
Just quick question. You say y'all worked out together? Yeah, y'all worked out at the gym together.
Yeah.
How much you bench pressing? Just inquiring minds want to know.
How much was he bench pressing?
Yeah, what did that bench press looking like?
It was enough. I would have had to grab my pistol if that nigga wanted to have a problem. That was.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
65, I think. So
What?
It was 265. He maxed
Wow.
out at 65. So
It's quite a bit of man you got. That sounds like a man to me. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah,
he was standing about a good 6'3", 6'4" right? So he wasn't no small man indeed, right? But here's the kicker, right? What my cousin didn't know is me and
That's where the treadmill comes in play, my friend. FY.
You just work that finger machine, right? But anyway, right? So me and dude cool. I've known dude since high school, right? Me and this nigga were in high school together. I'm talking about we were in high school 3 solid years together. This dude was my nigga. So when I see him at the gym, I'm like, oh shit, what's up, my dude? Blah, blah, blah. I see him, he see me, we greet each other. And my cousin was like, oh, y'all know each other? I'm like, yo, this my nigga from high school, blah, blah, blah. So let's fast forward a few months later. You know what I'm saying? We all sitting around like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga tripping like, oh, this nigga, my wife cheating on me and shit. I'm like, damn, bro, that's fucked up. That hoe ain't shit, right? And then, I got the breezy at the house, you know what I'm saying? Otis had told me, right? Fuckboy Otis told me that he was like, hey, she kind of know this dude. And so one day me and Lil Breezy chilling at the house and I'm like, hey, how do you know this gentleman that I went to school with for 3 years and I've been kicking it with? We play basketball from time to time and shit. How you know the brother? She say, well, shit, my bad. That's my husband. So now I'm sitting around like, hold up, bitch. What? You told me that your man was out cheating on you, right? And she was like, he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was going to his night job that he had got fired from 2 weeks ago. He still go to his job every night. And she followed the nigga, he was at a bitch house. So basically, both of their asses out here cheating. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, that's crazy. So fast forward a little bit, fuckboy Otis, which you can die with an AIDS dick. He goes and behind my back and tries to fuck the Lil Breezy. The Lil Breezy's like, nah, bruh, I'm kicking it with your cousin. Like, it ain't that type of party. So the Lil Breezy hits me up on some after the fact shit one night and was like, hey, bruh, why my husband asking me about you? And I'm like, who is your husband? And she finally reveals the name. I'm like, wait, hold up, what? So now I'm shocked, baffled, okay? I am stuck. Like, that's your husband. So we've been in the gym working out together, kumbaya and shit, and I'm smashing his wife on the humbug tip, the same wife that he's telling me that cheating on him. So we sitting at Chick-fil-A, the food talking bad about you because that's my nigga, and you the bitch out here cheating on me. What's up, baby?
I mean, how you recover from something like that? Because you didn't know. I mean, and genuinely, he was your friend and you were his friend. If you didn't know, you didn't know. So do you break it to him or do you not? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do? How do you recover from that? Because I don't think it's no right or wrong way. Because you my boy, I don't want to hurt you, but at the same time, yeah, right. I you know what I mean?
The thing is, right? I didn't have to break it to him because fuckboy Otis broke it to him. He screenshotted, texted me.
Oh, that's lame.
And shit like that and sent it to said husband. And so like it became a whole thing. She blew up at me. I'm like, well, bitch, how the hell you mad at me? I'm single. You sitting over here at my house. You know what I'm saying? Hanging off the ceiling fan over here at my house. And you got a husband at home. Like, that ain't the way that go. And that's my dude. So like I said, if you know anything about my last apartment wasn't the easiest apartment to find. It was a condo style, and my apartment was on the back side.
Hey, stop lying about that country club you was in, man.
Don't do
stop that. He was in the country club, everybody. Country club. Don't let him lie to you.
I said,
hey, he was drinking Evian water on a bad day. Stop that. Stop.
You see the vibes. So anyway, right? So like my house, again, it wasn't the easiest apartment to get to, right? What's up, Jester?
why you ain't been beat Otis ass? It's not like he's hard to find. He not hard to find. Why you ain't been do this?
Because
better yet, why haven't you sent one of your nephews to been do this?
Listen, because I made Auntie Louise and Terry a promise that I'm not gonna sort out. That was my promise. I'm not gonna go look for the nigga. But if I run into the nigga, it is what it is. I'm not gonna go look for the nigga. That was my one promise, and I'm gonna keep that one promise. I'll never go looking for him. But if I see that nigga out, it's where it is, wherever it's at.
So why you ain't send one of your nephews or something? You got plenty of nephews. Why you ain't send one of them?
Because I want to feel my hands on it. You know, I want to do it myself. What's up, babe?
No, I mean, I noticed you had said you wanted to you just want to find the guy. I mean, I didn't know if you was gonna pull a Lattimore move and say let God tell you where he was. You know, thank you for not doing that. You know, because that's what I felt was coming. You know, Lattimore is going to say let God tell you where he was, when that's not the case. That's all. They thank you for not bringing my God into this. I greatly appreciate that. You may continue, sir.
I tell you what, I know we might have a moment of prayer. God, it's me again. I know it's football season, so you maybe it's the same premonition that you gave your nephew. You know what I'm saying? Where to find this piece of shit that you created? I don't know why. Did you like slip up and have an accident? Did you sneeze and make this piece of shit come stain? Like I don't know why you made it. Right? But we not probably to test to me, but whatever though. Just let me find out what Walmart gas station he at. I sure appreciate it. Anyway, so like I was trying to tell y'all. So like I said, my apartment complex isn't always the easiest. Every single time I invite somebody over, I always have to go outside and direct them to the apartment because the address always puts them at the front office, right? And plus, my apartment was in slab middle. It was like 700 units, okay? And it was slap dead in the middle of the apartment complex, right? So one day,
just the way you planned it.
And one day, I come home and I'm hanging out with my boy Six Jobs, right? You know what I'm saying? Me and Six Jobs got some snacks. We about to go in the house and hop on the PlayStation, right? And as I bend the corner to go to my apartment, who I see sitting by my door is the dude that I've known since high school. And he seemed to have his hand in his jacket like he was ready to grab something. Well, I put my hand in my backpack like I was ready to grab something. And I think because he's seen me with my nephew, that he kind of let it go for the moment. And, you know, he just gave me some kind words of encouragement by saying, hey, man, stay the fuck away from me and my wife. And I said, bet. Now, what I want to understand, how this nigga knew I say that? To be at my door, right? So now, to this day, I can't understand because chick didn't tell him why I stayed. Nobody else at the gym knew why I stayed. So my only conclusion is my cousin told me why I stayed. Not also that.
Or the wife.
You think maybe God told him the same way he been telling the rest of y'all Lattimore stuff?
You know what? He might have. You know? This is the thing, right? At first, I did think that. I was like, I think the wife might have told, but I had a conversation, right? She called me after the fact and was like, yo, why the fuck did this nigga tell me that he roll up on you at your house? And I'm like, well, how the fuck you know where I stay at? She was like, well, why the fuck would I tell him where you stay at? Why would I create more drama?
But why wouldn't she tell you that?
Huh?
Duh. That was
a lie right there. She just deflected.
Exactly.
Look, my cousin told that nigga what I said. Okay? Now, for good reasons, but my cousin told him.
She told him where you stayed to save her marriage.
Uh-huh.
Been together anymore. That's the crazy part.
But they probably stayed together a little while after that.
Listen, at the end of the day, There's no particular reason why my cousin should have did what he did, and it's a deeper story than that. It goes way deeper than that one incident. That one incident was actually a icing on the cake from various incidents, right? But my biggest issue with the entire thing was like, bro, you knew this chick was married to this nigga. You found out that I've been friends with this nigga for almost 10 years. And at no point did you ever say, hey, I'm going to think you need to let old girl go. Like, you hooked me up with a married woman. And the only reason why you mad was because she wouldn't let you fuck. That's why the whole thing blew up. Because the whole time she was married, he didn't have anything to say with it. But, like, the moment she wouldn't let you fuck was the moment you blew it all up. So it's like, I don't know what you call it to do some shit like that. What up, Justin?
So when it's all local, we gonna have a conversation. That's what I heard.
Why you being ghetto?
It's not being ghetto. It's not ghetto. I'm just gonna say that it ain't ghetto this time.
We'll talk. So, yeah, the Otis story is so much deeper than that. It is that literally was the topping, right? There was so much more underlying shit that the nigga did. Like, there was a point where, like, me and that nigga used to be like, I'm like, Justin, me and that nigga used to be like, bro. Like, that nigga would come to my house for like, this nigga had the audacity to bring a bitch over to my house. I get home off early. This bitch is in my house, okay? Let me tell you where the disrespect goes. I'm gonna give you a second, Bacon. Let me tell you how the disrespect goes. I come home, I smell bacon and toast and eggs. This bitch think this nigga invited her my house. She done cooked my smoked Applewood maple syrup bacon, right? Cooked my bacon and my brown egg.
Scandalous.
And not also that, but I walk in the house and I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna take a deep breath. But I'm like, yo, is my shower hot? She been under them devil shower heads with the water turned all the way high. And what I walk in my house to see is this raggedy bitch with my Tommy Hilfiger and polo towel wrapped around her body and her hair. My polo white towel wrapped around her nappy ass, shitty ass head. I'm talking about getting all her hair stains in my motherfucking polo towel. We ain't talking about polo. We ain't talking about polo. We
Not the
talking
polo, son.
Ralph Lauren towel. My white fluff hotel quality Ralph Lauren towel, and this bitch had it wrapped around her motherfucking head. You don't understand the hurt that I felt in that moment. Had my AC down to 67. I don't even put my shit down to 67. She in my apartment, crispy.
But nigga, you allowed that though. Like, you got nobody to blame but yourself.
I do blame myself. Because I said, the nigga, you cool, my house is your house. But you don't think somebody gonna do some shit like that. Like, I just didn't think he was gonna do some shit like that. And on top of that, right? On top of that, you know what I'm saying? Had a laptop charging. She downloading all the software on her laptop. She got my shit. She didn't even hook up to the Wi-Fi. She took it upon herself to plug the Ethernet cord in. So you mean to tell me you didn't unplug my PlayStation and Ethernet and put it into your laptop, get internet access, because you didn't want to put in the fucking code that was on the goddamn refrigerator, okay? That shit hurt me. And then had a load of clothes in the washer, had a load of clothes in the dryer, and then the bitch was using my Downy, okay? Had my Tide Pods in the washer, she had my dryer sheets going, and she used a little sprinkly stuff. And then on top of that, now, last but not least, this bitch drunk the last of my Minute Maid juice. I'm talking about just gone. And had the audacity to put this much fucking juice back in the jug. I know how much juice I had in that jug because I had some before I left. And then you put this much back in the jug and put it back in the refrigerator. I get in the house. She looks me in the fucking face. And looks at me and says, hey, what are you doing in Otis's apartment? I could have killed both of them motherfuckers right then and there. I'm like, who? She's like, what are you doing in Otis's apartment? I'm like, excuse me, this is my apartment. She was like, oh, you must be his cousin, Mike. Oh, he said he lets you come through from time to time. Oh my.
Sir, may I speak for just a moment?
Go ahead.
I mean, I did raise my hand about 20 minutes ago, and you said you were going to call on me, but never called on me when I raised my hand.
He needed to vent. He needed to vent.
Yeah, I understand that.
Clearly.
And I was going to speak on that. I mean, he sounds very hurt, and I've been known to counsel a few people, but now is not that time because a lot of us have work in the morning. So maybe we ought to make a part 3 for this. I mean, I write a book, read it to us one chapter at a night. I don't know, but going on like 10:30, people got things to do, and I'm not trying to be a rude guest, but you know what I mean? I mean, let's just be honest. Let's.
So what's the question, Bacon?
No, can we like finish up your story? Like, can we make the next Tuesday or Thursday about your, you know what I mean?
You really trying to hear this story? I mean, we can talk about it later on. How about that?
Yeah, I'm just saying because it seems to be a lot to cover. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot to cover. I mean, and we probably might be halfway through it.
I will make it a point. How about this? Let's see. What's the schedule like? How about this? How about Friday? How about Friday? We come along. We all tag along. We can finish the Otis discussion. Are you cool with that, Mr. Bacon?
Yeah, sure, fine. Yeah. I mean, what time on Friday?
Are you cool with?
Am I going to be a guest or do I just listen? I mean,
You can put your input. Maybe you know what? Maybe we gotta get Coach A on here. So,
Coach A. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, fine. Yeah, I mean, we got room for 12 more people if you want to add them. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Because
or we can finish talking about this, but then like not talk about the other subject because I mean we like one away, right? We were like almost to the third subject or something like that, right? I'm not sure.
I mean, I know how to wake up in the morning. I'll be fine.
But hey, baby, if you get back to that, right? I'm not mad. I appreciate you stopping by. Right, so I just want to get straight up, and then we can move along. I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I did have a roach in my crib, and the crazy part about it is that wasn't even the first time he had did that shit. Because as the day went along, and I'm sitting there talking to the chick, she was like, "Well, yeah, I've been over here twice. This is my second time coming over here." And I'm just like, wait, what? So how did you get in the house and ain't nobody here? He was like, well, I got the code to the door. What? What's up, Justin?
I just got just one question. You said she was cooking your bacon, right? Was that bacon that you bought with your own money or food stamps?
She what?
Was that you said she was cooking your bacon? You said no bacon. She was cooking bacon.
That was bacon I bought with my own money. You know the thick shit, not from Walmart, but the thick shit from Publix. That thick ass apple wood maple syrup bacon. That's what she was cooking. And then didn't even cook it right. She didn't cook it in a skillet. This cooked it so I know you just waste my $9 bacon in the fucking oven. I was purged.
Sir, no, sir. That's the way you do bacon. You do it in the oven. I mean, you would know that if you're serious about your bacon. That it's the best way to have it in the oven. Takes a little longer, but it's definitely worth it. And I hope she washed the dishes. I'll let you continue.
She put them in a dishwasher and didn't even hit them with a pre-rinse. That's the worst part. This bitch was just a bad house guest altogether. Okay, this bad house guest altogether. And then on top of that, I had the nigga. Hurricane Irma. Y'all remember Hurricane Irma when that bitch came through and knocked out all the power and shit? And this nigga was at my house for 6 motherfucking days. 6 days. Then trip, let him out the house for 6 days. Other people that have been closer to me than come to my house. My house was direct. I let people come over and sleep so they can get nights of cool air because I got a good heart like that. I let this raggedy bitch come over for 6 days. You know what this nigga did? This nigga took pictures in my room and flexed like it was his shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was like chilling in my nice bed. Nigga, that's my bed. How you chilling in my shit? So I'm trying to figure out, you chilling in my bed, right? Caking with a bitch, and then you talking shit about me, right? After you just got out of my shower, and then you invite the bitch that you was talking shit about me about to the house. Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I think this needs its own show.
My bad.
I did say that, didn't I?
Sorry. Cause I'm gonna kill this nigga. That's what I'm gonna do. That's it.
Okay, so who's next? Who's next? Who has some family that they want to kill?
You know what, Miss Rhea, you got some family that you have to get off your chest.
So, when I was young, okay, my mother and I got into it all the time. But we got into it real hardcore my senior year. She was fresh out of prison, so I moved back with her senior year, and she was still on her bullshit. And I forget what happened, but she was so irate with me. Oh, because I wouldn't give her any money. And she was so irate with me that she was like, oh, well, I'm going to go fucking slash your tires. And I was like, damn, like, you ain't got to slash my tires. So I was like, you slash my tires, I'm going to slash your tires. So she legit went out to the parking lot and slashed 2 of my tires. So I slashed 3 of hers, not all 4, because, you know, insurance won't cover all 4. They will cover if it's all 4, but they won't cover it if it's only 1, 2, or 3. So I made sure not to do all 4, just 3. You know, because she hit me with the 2, so I hit her with the 3, and then we got into a fist fight, and the cops were called. It was crazy, but yeah, that's one person I've put hands on. And then my little cousin, who is also my business partner. We have a very we have a love-hate relationship. I love her, but we cannot live together. When we lived together,
Hold on,
it was.
question. Justin got a question.
What's your question?
Did you win that fight?
Absolutely.
I'm just asking because, you know, some people feel like I whip my mama ass, you know, damn, but they ain't whip my ass.
Yeah, no, I definitely did.
All right.
I didn't feel great about that afterwards, but yeah.
I feel great about whooping Otis's ass, but you know, you whatever.
We're gonna have that conversation later.
I do. I used to fight everybody. Like I that was my thing. I mean, I'm from Detroit. That's what we know how to do. We know how to fight.
I don't know about that. That's what y'all hooligans do.
That's right.
You know anybody from Detroit that can fight my cousin? No?
I mean, of course.
No, Jody. We're not doing this. No.
So I feel like you're talking about his like current location. I really think you're talking about his.
I mean,
But yeah,
I see a lot of times, and I understand. I kind of went on a rant, but y'all don't understand how hurt like it does. I'm gonna have the 30 seconds of a real moment. I all that anger comes from a deep place of hurt, because out of anybody in this world, I would have gave that nigga anything to help this nigga. And after everything that he had been through, and I stood by this nigga's side the whole fucking time. And for you to do what you did for no apparent reason, it just blew my mind. I was so beside myself and irate that like I couldn't fathom like the whole forgiveness factor. And I think like, you know, I probably could have let a lot of in my lifetime, I probably could let a lot of shit slide. But because in my mind, I was willing to do anything in this world for this nigga, and you did what you did, it just took me to a place of like hate and anger, right? And I know
we can see it because it's still there. It's still there. It's all right here.
But it's like, it fuels me in the morning. There's mornings where I get out of bed and I am like, I don't want to get up because I'm tired and I'm lazy, don't want to go to work. I got 113 hours of PTO. I can just call off today. But you know what got me the hell out of bed? You know what? You run notice today.
It sure wasn't the gym.
What'd you say? You look like you've been losing weight. What'd you say?
Okay, so who's next? Miss Ivy.
Well, we gotta switch subjects right quick. Okay, so we done with that. Ivy said she's not tired of beating up her sister. All right, so we're gonna talk about it briefly, and then we're gonna let everybody go to bed because we did start late. All right. There's a lot of women out there who believe they deserve a high value man. So we want to know, do women out there deserve a high value man? And are women asking for too damn much? Are you willing to give what you're asking for? I can tell by Rhea's face right now. She ready to go. So
Listen, you need to know your worth. You need to know your worth. As a woman, as a man, you need to know your worth. If you know your worth, then you know what you are owed. You know what you deserve. And you got to be real with yourself. So if you ain't shit, don't expect shit.
So,
what you doing that for? What's that?
Nah, I thought what you were saying. Keep going.
Oh, I'm just saying, you got people out there that give 40%, but they out there looking for that 80% or that 90%, and it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Then you got people out there that give that 90%, looking for that in return, but they giving it to a nigga that's got maybe a 20% potential. And vice versa. It goes both ways.
I mean, no, we don't. I don't want you to speak from vice versa. I don't want you to straddle the fence. I want you to tell me this from a female's point of view, because I got 3 dudes gonna speak for us fellas.
Well, from my point of view, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for all the women, but I mean, I know I deserve the world. I didn't deserve the world back then when I was a fucking hooligan, but I've simmered down quite a bit. You know, I have a business now. I'm grown. I'm more mature.
Okay.
And I know what I bring to the table. So
okay, so
if you ain't bringing the same, then it's a wrap.
Okay, so you saying that you think, right, because you are able to produce the same amount of high value that you're looking for is the reason why you yourself feel like I'm worthy of a high value man. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
I like that. I respect that, right? So I'm gonna give you that because I agree with that 100%. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to produce what you're willing to put out, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're willing to produce what you asking for, then it's like, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? If you want this type of person, you got to be, you know what I'm saying? You get what you put out. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not willing to do it, then you get shit. So I understand that and I respect that. And I like that answer, Rhea. And you know, boy, I tell you what, boy, God's telling me right now, there might be a high value man in your future one day, boy. I tell you, maybe sooner, maybe sooner than later, boy. Mr. Bacon.
Yeah, we'll see.
But that boy been waiting to cook on this. So Mr. Bacon, go stuff.
No, I mean, I'm not waiting to cook on nothing, man. I'd like for Miss Ivy to talk. No, like the ladies first. I mean, first though, I mean, I do want to say, Jody. I mean, I'm again like the betrayal of your cousin or family member. It hurts. I mean, it really do. I mean, I got that. It hurts because you picked them. I mean, that's what makes betrayal hurt so much, because you pick the guy, the person that's going to betray you, whether it's a spouse, friend, business partner. It hurts. But anyways, I'll let Miss Ivy speak on whatever.
His time coming.
Thank you. Okay, so
Amber's comment is on point, and that's true.
What'd she say?
She said, when you know what you bring to the table, you're not afraid to eat alone.
Yes,
and that's the motherfucking truth.
Exactly.
Okay. Ladies first. Holla.
You asked, is it asking too much? Now, that all depends on the man, because the right man, it's never going to be too much. You shouldn't feel like it's too much to ask your man for something, because if we're in this together, that's what partnerships do. If you're slacking, I'm going to pick up your like your slack, and if I'm slacking, you pick up my slack. So I mean, it's not too much to the right man.
Having a hood nigga moment, I see.
Nephew's had a loud ass car.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I feel like it's not gonna be too much to ask for something from someone you consider your partner. And if you feel like it's too much, you're at the wrong partner.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So, first part of the question: there's a lot of women that want a high value man. What do you think it takes for a woman to keep and obtain a high value man? You know, that good looking dude with a really good job and really good personality and a really good money and really good. That's high value man. So whatever you might consider in your head is high value. That's
So can you just repeat what you just said? Because it came across like.
All right, thank you. 'Cause I couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
Is it better? All right.
No, it's better.
How do I say Ivy? What does she consider? Like, you know, what do you think we have to do to obtain that high value man?
What does like the woman have to do to maintain a high value man? Is that what you just asked?
Yeah, what is it like what she said she's bringing to the table? Like, what do you feel like you have to bring to the table to, like, to get
You
that?
have to match. You have to match their energy. Like you have to match
Right.
energy. So
Okay.
I mean, it's tit for tat almost in that aspect. You know, it's not like it's. I don't know. It's not like high valued. It's just you got to match that energy. So whatever energy you bring into the table, that's the same energy I'm giving you.
I feel like I attract what will belong to me.
You attract
What
what
belongs to me, I will attract what belongs to me. It's not
Eventually.
It's not going to come to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what all does a man have to bring to the table?
Exactly what I
In
can
y'all
bring to the
opinion.
table. We want security. We want a provider. We want a best friend. We want someone that's just going to pretty much be there. Like, you hold me down, I hold you down. We're a partnership. It's supposed to be a team. You just need to be a good team.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we are a good team, I should be able to ask you for whatever is in our comfort range.
Oh, what do
You
people
establish
attract?
boundaries.
Oh boy, I'll be seeing it sometimes. And I don't want to be like nobody. But yeah, it's my fault. Well, Bacon, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna take this mic
No,
before I'm gonna let you go.
yeah, I just had a quick question as far as like to Miss Rhea, I believe Rhea and Ivy, as far as your high value men, do they have to make a certain amount of money?
No.
Like what's
Absolutely
the
not.
minimum?
Money doesn't determine your value.
Money does not matter.
So
I mean,
you're
it
fine
matters,
with
but it doesn't
you're
determine
fine with a
your
guy
value.
making $28,000 a year, working part
I
time.
mean, as long as he's got a job and he can provide for himself, and I don't have to take care of him, I don't have to be his mother. Absolutely, I don't give a fuck what you make. I ain't got no kids. I'm not trying to be a mother. I'm trying to be a partner, a wife, a girlfriend, whatever. I'm not playing mommy.
Yeah, I got that.
So,
Okay, cool. So it doesn't matter.
if you make $28,000 and you can take care of yourself and you ain't you don't need anything more than that, you can live off of 28 grand, then kudos to you. Like I ain't got nothing against you. But if you making $28,000 a year and you struggling and you can't pay your bills, don't look for me to fucking help. Take your ass to school.
Yeah, okay, no, but I mean, if
Get a better job.
yeah, but if that 28,000 a year is good for him, y'all then move in together. You have a certain standard of living, which is above 28,000. I'm assuming. So, I mean, do you like work with him? You bring him? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Do you? How then do you look at his money as far as, hey, I'm gonna be eating steak, but you can eat the hot dogs, that kind of thing? I mean, y'all, or you will just make it work. However, like whatever happens,
No, you
y'all
just
will
you
make
just
it
make
work.
it work. You just make it
Okay,
work. I mean,
okay.
it's all about give and take. So, I mean, money to me ain't shit. I mean, you can't take that shit with you when you die. So, you make money, you spend money. But what's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. Until
Okay, so you're
married,
not one, you're just together.
Until we're married, like my money is my money, your money
True.
is your money.
True.
My house is always gonna be my house. If we ain't
Okay, so
married, like
if y'all get married
you're
and y'all move in together, if y'all get married and move in together, and he's struggling once y'all get married, you gonna help him out? Like,
but see that wouldn't I wouldn't be with somebody I wouldn't be wanting to marry somebody that's struggling. Like you need to get your shit together. Get your shit together, and then we can get married.
Yeah, but you'll date him at 28,000, but you won't marry him at 28,000.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
no
okay,
problem,
so
there's no problem there.
you'll date him at 28,000, won't marry him at 28,000. But if he does ask you to marry, then you just say, hey, you need to get your money up. Yeah.
I mean, if he's struggling at making $28,000, then let's figure out how you cannot struggle.
Oh, he's just fine at 28,000. It's just he just wanted to bring you in his teeny tiny little $28,000 world, and you said no. You broke his heart.
No. No.
That's what it sounds like to me, Miss Rhea.
No, you always gotta be thriving to do better. You can't just be stagnant. You just can't be mediocre. So you're just gonna be
28,000 struggling.
I mean, you just gonna be
that's
with
close to
being.
poverty. I got that. Yeah, that's.
But you're just gonna be. But you're gonna be cool with just struggling for the rest of your life. Like
Yeah,
as a person,
man, not mine.
But as a person, why would you want to do that?
There are people out there that like that. They're fine with government, but that's a different subject. There are people out there. But
Yeah, that is a different subject.
Gotcha. How about yourself, Miss Ivy?
I can't be with somebody that doesn't want to better themselves. And
I'm fine with that. I'm so fine with that. Absolutely. I was just asking. You know what I mean? I was just asking. And Miss Ivy, I don't know if you with us or what, but you fishing or do you hear my?
I heard you. I think she pretty much summed it up. Like money doesn't really matter
Unless it's 28,000.
I mean, 28,000 is 28,000 to you, which could be huge. It could be less to someone else. It could be. Doesn't matter what the fuck someone else thinks about what you make or what you make. As long as you know what you bring to the table, it doesn't matter what's in the fucking bank account if you're still matching me and matching my energy. Because as a team and as a partnership, we're going to build each other up. And if we can't build each other up, this isn't the right partnership. So I don't care if you make $28,000 when we start talking, because by the time you put a ring on my fucking finger, it's going to be at least 50, because that's what partnerships do. Our relationship,
but if he doesn't have the drive and the determination to do
it's not the right partnership.
It's not the right partnership. Exactly.
So it's all about what you can
be with somebody.
hard
You just can't be with somebody that is just cool with being mediocre their whole life. Like you can't. I mean,
if you want to be a mediocre female and have a mediocre man, then y'all can be mediocre.
Then hey, yeah, and you can live on Section 8 for the rest of your goddamn life.
You just have to match the energy that you want.
Okay, yeah. And
over here, no.
Okay, yeah. You talk about matching energy and, like being a friend. Most guys aren't, I'm not going to say most guys, but some guys aren't talkers. I mean, what is your definition of him being a friend to you? To y'all, both of y'all.
Say that one more time.
Miss Ivy said something about him being a friend. Did you say that? Yeah, being a friend or something?
Yeah, your partner should be your friend.
Yeah, so what all does that entail?
Well, what's a friend to you? Like, that's a rudimentary question.
No, because a friend for some people is just, hey, he makes me laugh, or they make me laugh. He makes me forget about like.
Your partnership
for me, my partner needs to be my best friend. That needs to be my ride or die, the one that I can turn to no matter what. Tell him anything, no matter what. No judgment. Okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. A friend. Okay. I think I got that. Well, I got another question also. I mean, do you believe that, like, because I think that a lot of women believe that, marriage is a cure for loneliness, or a boyfriend or marriage, whatever, a spouse, they think it's a cure for loneliness. So will your man have to be, if you feeling down, he has to bring you up, he has to make you feel better, this, that, and the other, you know what I mean?
Wouldn't he want
Only you can make yourself feel better. It's called self-esteem for a reason. Cat Williams said it best.
Yeah, I agree with that, but not all women feel that way. They feel that they're...
Wouldn't you as a man want to help your woman feel better if you see she's having an off day? Doesn't that make sense? Like, if you're down, I'm going to bring you up. Or just you're down and I'm going to let you sit in a fucking closet and hope you don't die. See you later.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, will he be the sole reason of your happiness, of your joy? And
Absolutely
if he can't
not.
do it, then...
Absolutely not.
Then
You have to be your own sole happiness. You can't depend on somebody else for your own happiness. That's a relationship doomed to fail.
I definitely agree. I mean, I don't know how I turned into the moderator. I guess Jody went fishing or something. I don't know where you went at, but
I don't know. Watch Sick Tuesday.
Yeah,
Jody in the comments, and Jody said 28K ain't shit, but he got to do better.
He said, "Can someone let him in?" I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't.
Nah.
I'm gonna let y'all handle that.
There you go.
There he is.
Hey! I did it! Woo!
All right, Jody. Put us back on track.
But yeah, no, I mean, just if you're looking to find happiness in somebody else, in your partner, like that's your sole happiness, that shit ain't gonna work. Boy, that is not gonna work.
Can he be a
He
party?
can add to, yeah, he can definitely add to your happiness, but you have to be happy with yourself. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're not a decent person and got your shit together, like when you sing, like you, that's why like people that just hop from like relationship to relationship, you have to understand like what is the common denominator with all these failed relationships. Like it's you. You need to figure out your shit. You need to do self-care, self-love, like whatever. You need to be okay with being alone, whatever. Like at least that was me. That was me for a while. And that's why I was like, man, fuck the relationship shit. I'm just going to be single and happy until I find somebody that matches my happy. And that's just how it's been.
I tell you what, you ain't going to find happy. That a nigga making $28,000 a year. I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, look, it's okay if you start. It's okay if you start off making that, but you can't be content with making that.
Yeah, if you start off in like high school making that, but you were grown.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't, but you can't be content. That's what I'm saying. Like you just gonna be content with being mediocre and making $28K for the rest of your life. Then nigga, we can't.
You so nice. That 28 ain't even mediocre.
No, I just said that because I mean, no, I just threw out a number, man. That's all it was. I threw out a number because money doesn't matter. Now, well, you know, a lot of women say money don't matter when it really do.
What we not gonna do is sit here and play this money don't matter card. I hate when motherfuckers say that. Bitch, don't tell me money don't matter because it don't matter.
But it really doesn't. You know what matters more? You know what matters more? You know what matters more than money?
Does matter.
Is your motherfucking credit score. That's what matters more to me than money.
Fine.
What's that credit score looking like?
That's all in the world of being a responsible adult. But I'm tired of motherfuckers being like, money don't matter. Yes, the hell it do. Because when it comes time for that nigga to spend some money on you and he ain't got it, you gonna be in your motherfucking feelings. I hate that shit. Stop lying.
Not really.
Stop lying.
Not really, because I buy everything I want. I don't need for shit. So
you say that until you get a fedora for your birthday, and all of a sudden money matters.
Nigga.
All of a sudden money matters. Hey, money matters. Money matters. Okay. That's like saying, oh, it's not the size of the boat, it's the ocean of the motion. All right, so you want little dick and no money.
Oh no, it's definitely the size of the boat. It ain't no motion of the ocean. Nigga, get the fuck out of here with that. You got a Tootsie Roll. You got Vamoose, son of a bitch.
Bro, listen, money matters, okay? That's at the end of the day. It don't matter how much money your female making. It don't matter how much money you got. Because at the end of the day, at a certain point in your relationship, you want to feel like this nigga got it. And no matter how much money a female making, you want this nigga to take you out to a nice dinner. You want this nigga to buy you a decent gift. Now, he ain't got to go over the top with this shit, but you want this nigga to spend a little bit of money and be a little thoughtful with any and everything that he does for you.
Honestly,
and it takes a little bit of money.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the thoughtful gifts don't cost much at all.
Shit.
They really don't. They really don't.
I bet them Pandora charms ain't cheap. Well, see, here's the thing, though, right?
That's not a thoughtful gift. But that's not a thoughtful gift, because I told you flat out, like, you don't know what to get me. Well, get me Pandora. Like, that's a no-brainer because that's what I wear. You see, that's what I wear. So that's not a thoughtful gift.
Aren't you one?
A thoughtful gift. A thoughtful gift would be. My brother passed away, right? My brother passed away. So I was dating this dude for just like a few months or whatever. And it was like right around the time of my birthday. And he had a blanket made for me that cost like, I don't know, I think he said it was like $30. He saw the ad on Instagram. Like, it wasn't nothing like special, but it meant a lot to me because it was a blanket of pictures of me and my brother that he went on my Instagram and like found and used for the blanket. Like, that's a super thoughtful gift.
Not every guy is that creative. Not every guy is that creative.
I understand that, but that to me meant more than a fucking Pandora charm or a night owl or this or that. Like, that meant the world to me.
Thoughtful gift. That's a very thoughtful gift, right? And most of the time, those custom blankets aren't just $30, right? But that's a super dope ass gift, and he gets all the kudos for going out of his way to get you that gift because it's like that's thoughtful as hell, and that's big ups to him. But most of the time, those custom blankets are $30. You're looking at least $100 for them custom blankets, no cap. But what we're not gonna do But we're not gonna do though. But we're not gonna do this. You're not gonna dismiss my claim that money don't mean everything. Money might not mean everything, but it means something. Okay, it means something. Y'all gonna get tired of paying the tab every time.
Money means something, and that's exactly what we said. Like, you got to be able to take care of yourself. I'm not looking for a child. I'm not looking to have a man child as a partner. Like, the fuck out of here. I don't have kids.
$28,000 a year. That's exactly what the fuck you got.
Exactly. So you're gonna have to work on yourself and be better and do better.
So he ain't gonna be able to marry you until he get himself together. Until he make more than $28,000.
Hell yeah.
To what extent will you go to please him?
Honestly, I don't even think I would ever get married. Honestly, it's slim pickings out here, y'all.
Listen, she ain't going to much if he only makes $20,000. Nigga, all you getting is missionary sex if you make $20,000. She ain't throwing his ass back for nothing less than 45.
No, I mean, like,
you ain't getting no monster head,
you know?
Like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm talking like once she meets like the guy that makes six figures, and you know, her dream guy, whatever the case may be, great conversationalist. He's got the money, the this, the that, the that, the this. To what extent will then she go to say, I guess to please him is what I was gonna say. Like, what if he had a few things wrong with you, you know, or maybe he wanted a prenup? Would you be willing to sign a prenup for a guy?
Oh, I would absolutely sign a prenup because I own my own business. So, nigga, you ain't getting shit of what's mine. So
I'm sorry, like what?
What? Huh?
No, like the nigga, like you were saying, like nigga in general, or like me?
Like anybody.
Okay. I just wanted to know. Sorry, I just didn't know. You know what I mean? Cool. So, gotcha. Okay, so you will sign the prenup. Fantastic. I dig it. Jody, please take over if you can. Yeah.
Hey, but hey, you seen that shit off on that Friday? That Cash made the pussy go woo woo. She said, "Yeah, you better sign a prenup. That nigga only got 28 grand." Yeah.
28 grand, 28 million, you still signing my prenup because if shit don't work out, I'm leaving with what the fuck I came in with. You ain't getting my shit. Uh-oh. Did Jody freeze?
Okay, so does that really answer the original question, right? Do these women, is there women out there that don't deserve that high man? That had enough? You think there's women out there that don't deserve that?
Absolutely. You froze.
Yeah, you're frozen, Jody. But I didn't hear your whole question. What he said.
Do you think there's women out there that don't deserve the highest?
Absolutely.
Exactly. If you
Just
don't
like there's
just
like there's niggas out there that don't deserve the highest. I mean, it goes both ways. I mean, it's all about what you bring into the table. Like, match my shit, match my energy.
But like, people, men and women, that you don't take care of your kids, you don't deserve shit. Because those kids didn't deserve that.
So besides the money and like the friendship and the this and the that, I mean, what top five things? I mean, do you ladies look for? Or you just can't settle for? I will not settle for anything less than like whatever these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things.
Yo, what is it that y'all won't settle for? Like, what is it like? All right, that's dope. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So based off of my past relationships, I just won't get with somebody that drinks or smokes. You smoke weed, you drink, I don't want no parts of it. What's another one? You gotta have your own car. Gotta have your own place, or at least be able to live on your own. I don't need a roommate. I mean, that's you can't have more than 2 kids. If you got more than 2 kids, that's a wrap for me. I mean, are you talking like looks wise?
I mean, we can go there too, but no, I was talking about like concrete things that you just will not settle on. Okay, and I got that. No more than 2 kids. You don't drink. You don't smoke. You better have your own place. Got it. If you want to go with the looks, the physicality of it, fine, by all means. I mean, after Ivy talks about it too, you know, because she's on here too. I think she's on here.
Not really sure how we got on this topic. I feel like we've done this on a previous show.
We did.
So, hopefully, since you're late to the show.
Well, I mean, Jody's not here to moderate, so I really don't know what to do after this, you know.
Stay on subject, but anyways, I'll go along. From past, like, I'm not going to date someone who doesn't have a relationship with their kids. Like I just said, you should have some type of relationship with your kids. Why don't you have a relationship with your kids? It's fucked up. You're not my type of people. I have kids. I need someone that's good with kids and who's going to treat my kids like they are their own, because I need to know that they'll protect them like I'll protect them. That's a huge thing for me. If you don't have kids, that's understandable. Everyone has their reasons. No one's forcing you to have kids. But if you're going to be with someone who has kids, you have to understand that those kids come before you, no matter what. Jody, hello.
Hi. So, I don't know what my devices, but honestly, I was trying to stay on topic because we did kind of get off topic. But I think that there is, for us men and women, I think there is a huge disconnect, especially with this day and age, to where like women literally want you to be that perfect man while they are under construction trying to fix themselves. Like these females,
generation ain't shit. I'm part of the new generation. We ain't shit. I admit that.
It ain't even you, bro. It's these females that be out here that got 18,000 flaws, but like want me to step up and be this magnificent of a man. You know what I'm saying? It's like
you gotta come with money, a car.
You gotta come with money, a car, your own place, and you gotta be making a certain amount of money, and all you got is another nigga kids and a fucking food stamp card. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. So that's what this question really stemmed from, about like, oh, do you deserve that man that you asking for? You know what I'm saying? It's like all you really got is some looks and a body that you might have paid for. So you really deserve that man that you sitting around asking for. And a lot of times it's no. I don't know, maybe you and Rhea might be lost, but there's not a lot of women like y'all out there, okay?
Yeah, no.
For every one of y'all,
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
It's 25 basic ass bum ass bitches and
that are completely fine with being mediocre.
You know what I'm saying?
So they just need to find a mediocre nigga. That's just the bottom line.
Now, Miss Amanda is asking.
They feel like niggas is supposed to take care of them.
Miss Amanda is asking what kind of females that y'all come across, and I'm glad she asked that question because I want to get this off my chest, and I'm good for getting shit off my chest. For the ladies that ask us, where do we come across these females? All right, cool, bet you can ask us that question. We get these females in the same place where you get these fuck niggas that fuck up y'all lives and waste 2 years of y'all lives. So the same place you get these fuck niggas is the same place we get these bum ass females. Okay, we get the same thing with us, nigga. We get tripped. Every bitch is so independent and they got their own shit until it's time to have your own shit, and all of a sudden you ain't got shit. You so down to help a nigga until it's time to actually help a nigga. You so down to be that nigga's ride or die until it's actually time to ride. You know what I'm saying? Bitches be so I fuck with my nigga, and then the nigga is like, hey babe, can you want to pay for dinner? All of a sudden I don't pay for dinner. Like, hold up, bitch, I thought you was down for the cause and everything. Why every time we step at the house I gotta spend all my money? And again, you might y'all think like we be out here looking for these bitches. Like, no. And it don't even be bum bitches. It be bitches who got jobs. It's bitches out there working full time and want you to still pay for everything. Like, what the fuck do I look like? Do I look like some sucker ass nigga? Do I look like a lamb? Like, no. And see, the problem is the reason why a lot of these men, right, are starting to be like, fuck these hoes, is because we as men have now found our value as men. See, we ain't putting up with y'all shit no more. Oh, you look good, you got fat ass. I ain't putting up with your shit though, because for every one of you, it's 10 more. We looking for the good woman out there. We looking for the ones that own their own businesses, the ones that's out there doing their shit, the one that's got
those 90-day policies.
That raggedy motherfucker, yeah, them too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we looking for them too. And see, the thing is, it's like, bruh, it's really hard out here. You know what I'm saying? For us dudes, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've straight up kicked females to the side, and they be fine as hell, but they get kicked to the side, and they be sitting there looking at me like, well, damn, you really like, I don't need you anyway. And I'm like, first of all, yes, you did. You needed me more than I ever would need your motherfucking ass, because if you had your shit together, you wouldn't be out here in this dating world. So it's a lot of bad bitches and perfect 10s and a lot of women with their shit together that's still single. And it's just like, either A, you smart enough not to put up with no bullshit, or B, you ain't shit and you can't keep a fucking relationship. And 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go with option B. It's a lot of ain't shit women that can't keep a relationship but look good. So stop trying to flex to me about how you don't like. It's a bigger conversation to be had. But like at the end of the day,
and that's true, and you're right. But how do you sift through to find which ones?
It's really hard. It's really hard, especially for people who have kids, especially for people who don't have kids. Like Ivy said, if you fucking with somebody who got kids, you need to make sure you rock with their kids like they're your own. You know what I'm saying? Because that means a lot to these people. Like if you stepping with somebody with kids, their kids become your kids. And in all honesty, I hate the phrase like step kids. Like, nah, nigga, these my kids too. Like these my kids too. This one mine.
Bonus kids.
Come with like baby daddy issues.
You said what, Justin?
Females come with baby daddy issues.
Hey, female,
Why
hey,
all that?
niggas.
Not females that don't have baby daddy.
No, I'm sorry. Some females
And
come with
not
baby
all,
daddy issues.
yeah, because I know plenty of friends that are super cool with their baby daddies, no
Like
issues.
you'll be
Some of
over
us
here,
can
you'll be
co-parent.
over here trying to.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
people
think
can
that's
co-parent. People definitely
sometimes
can
the baby
co-parent.
daddy ain't in the picture, so you don't have to worry about that. I mean, that guy sometimes he's in another
That is
state
becoming
or
logical.
down the street and just don't care. So you don't always have to worry about them baby daddy, baby mama problems.
All right, sometimes the baby daddies are good baby daddies, and we just waiting outside to fuck the husband up. You know, it be
But
like
I'll
that.
tell you what, I've always had to deal with the fucking baby mama drama because I swear no baby mama ever likes me.
Why is that? Why is
And
that?
I don't know, because I'm such a cool person. Like, I don't
I
fuck with
would love
nobody.
to deal with you as a baby mama. Like, we can totally co-parent.
Yeah, man. I mean, like,
I don't
issues.
know. I feel like she'll hit
You
somebody.
can go get my other baby daddy. I think he's single. We can co-parent.
Well, hey, that's y'all stop it. We actually have an episode for baby mamas versus baby daddies. So if anybody's volunteering for that episode, you're more than welcome to come along. I think I talked to you about it already. That's Miss Ivy. Did I talk? And you
I
said
will be
you gonna be there? All right,
I
we're
will
gonna
be there.
talk baby mamas versus baby daddies because you know
Jay,
we're gonna talk about it. And we about to
I
wrap it
was
up.
in my 20s.
We about to wrap it up for the night. But hey, I'm gonna leave y'all with a last word. For my fellas out there, make sure you know your worth and don't let these raggedy bitches drive you crazy, bruh. And it's okay to tell these hoes they raggedy bitches because you know what? When you find that one woman that makes you happy, she will be your everything. She will be your peace. She will be able to talk to you. She'll be able to comfort you. She'll be able to listen to you. She will be an equal, and she will do what you need her to do naturally without it changing who she is. And when you find that person, that's the person you keep. Until then, you keep being future to these hoes until you find your woman like Russell did. That's my final word. Mr. Bacon, what's your final word for the night?
If God didn't tell you something, don't say God told you or showed you somebody. Just stop that, please. Just stop. God ain't got no time for y'all foolishness. Just stop, please. He didn't do it. Just stop that.
Knock it off. Miss Rio, what's your final words for the night?
Don't be okay with making $28,000 a year.
Amen. Hey, hold on.
Don't be okay with that.
We're gonna say this, right? We're gonna say this. And that's not just
always strive to do better.
Hey, you're right. And that's not for men. That's for women too. Cause bitch, I like gifts. I'm an expensive nigga. I ain't even finna cap to you. I don't know if you ever gonna run into a nigga like me, but don't buy me no cheap gift because I'm gonna look at you like you goddamn stupid. Don't try to surprise me with no sheets. Cause if they ain't designer, I don't fucking want them. And you better not buy me no goddamn aluminum ammo because I'm gonna tell you to take that shit right back to the stove.
Yeah, that guy don't even drink off-brand Gatorade. So yeah, he full-fledged all the way, man.
Hey, booty your shit, Mr. Justin. What you got for us on the? What's the final word?
$28,000 ain't shit. All my kings out there, y'all stay as kings. But y'all is gonna, like he said, y'all gonna find that one raggedy bitch that you can deal with.
Raggedy bitches. Miss Ivy, what's your final?
Anybody that works at Ollie's, let him know he's looking for a job.
Miss Ivy, what's your final words for the night?
Match energy. You'll find the one that you want.
That's right. Match energy and just not finances if it's $28,000 a year. You broke bitch. All right, well, I appreciate y'all coming along. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We're gonna get better later. But everybody, man, hey, we all have a good night, and we appreciate y'all for coming along and hanging out with us tonight, man. I will talk to y'all next Tuesday.
Hey, 3-peat.
Over with.